Hey guys, welcome to Sketchy Individuals. It's a game about being a police sketch artist, and we have to try to accurately sketch the description of the criminal that we are given. Then, we're shown a lineup of people, and based off of the sketch that we've created, we have to accurately pick them out of the lineup. Hello, dearie. Oh. Sorry to bother you, but I seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Poor Grandma's had her handbag snatched by a rapscallion while out running errands this afternoon. Oh, won't you please help me find the one who did it? I don't know what that voice was, but... Okay, tell me about that shit. Well, if old Grandma's memory is still good, I remember them being a bit square-jawed. Yeah, and then this is what we do. We pick what we think is best. So, square-jawed, I would say, is probably this one. Frankly, dear, I think they could do with some sun, but they weren't the palest I've seen either. Probably like this, then? Oh, sorry, I'm kind of blocking some of the things for you. What about their hairstyle? Hairdo is a bit shocking to little old me. Very lopsided indeed. Where'd the other half go? Well, I mean, just looking at that. Got the shaved one side, and all the rest seem pretty... not lopsided. Same shade as the lovely golden locks I had in my youth. Oh, to be young again. Alright, golden locks. Tired. Could have done with a nice afternoon nap. These eyes look pretty tired. Alright, what about the eye color? Hazelnut cookies. Once we finish up here, I'll get right down to my kitchen and whip up a wonderful batch for being so sweet and helpful. Hazelnuts are brown, right? Alright, what about their nose? Wasn't too big or too small, not too skinny or too wide, just average. I don't know, that looks like a pretty average nose to me. What about the mouth? Okay, they were frowning. Never believe me when I warn them about that, but it's true. Okay, constant frown. Any facial hair? Even Grandma might have them be... Okay, so no facial hair. Any scars that you noticed? Not even for a ruffian like themselves. Nothing. Any piercings? They might have had their ears pierced too. Nothing else comes to this old mind. Oh, okay. Just the ears. Any tattoos that you noticed? Nothing that I could see, which is strange for youngins these days. Grandma, you got some hidden ink? Good for you. Alright. I guess that's what I got. Oh, well, the eyes weren't exactly the right color. I was going back and forth between the darker brown, but I mean, that's definitely him. Arrest him. Do I get to know if I was right or not? Oh. Got some music. Hey dude, I've got a major problem. Somebody just jacked my ride and tore straight out of the lot of the cafe I was at. I just had new tires put on, and now they're probably half melted from all the tire tracks on Main Street. I was supposed to do that. We need to get this figured out, like, now. Alrighty. Tell me what their head shape was. Kind of round. It's kind of round, I guess. pretty tan. Only saw them from behind for like a second through the window. Like your level of tan or a darker level of tan? I'm gonna go with this one. Space something. Do we have space buns? Yeah, we do. Helmet until I ran closer. It was dark. Okay, so probably black then. If I had to see them before I walked in, I never would have left my bike out there. They had the shiftiest eyes. Yeah? I don't know why there's no pupils in them, but I would probably say like that then. It's kind of creepy. Their eyes will be the same color as they'll be when I'm finished pounding their face to the pavement. I don't know what that means. Black and blue? Oh, black and blue. Okay, probably. I don't really understand what that means. I wish you could just like be more direct with what you're actually trying to tell me, but that's fine. Stubby little nose. Is that a stubby nose? Or do you mean that? I feel like that's more like stubby. Look like they didn't even care, man. Just blank and flat. Okay. Motorcyclist shave all their hair to be faster in the wind. That's definitely not true, but that's okay. Okay, no scars. Has a septum. Okay, and possible tattoo on the neck. Alright. Let's see what we've got. Well, based on the stubby nose. Wow, you gave me all people that look exactly alike, didn't you? Okay. I would probably go with this one. Then, just because of the nose. Okay. I don't like that I don't know if I'm right or wrong. That makes me anxious. I mean, I'm assuming they're gonna tell me at some point, but like, I don't know. Hello, mister. My family got a new HP Office Jet printer last week. My mom says I can't use the colored ink though because it's expensive. Every time my babysitter comes over, they use all the green. They always have boring old men printing on them. At least print a dinosaur on them. Ooh, she's printing money. Boring old men with green ink. Had to give me different shapes. My favorite dinosaur is the Therizinosaurus. Huge talons. Okay. This one maybe. Just because it kind of looks like your head shape, and if you don't know it can have different shapes, maybe it looks like yours. They wouldn't let me add any drawings, but there were so many. Kid, you're not giving me anything. A wig. Like a wig like my grandma has, but she told me not to tell anyone. Okay. Do any of these look like they could be wigs? Oh, that didn't add anything. Maybe that? You know what? Not as red as mine, but okay. Maybe a bit more red than mine. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I think they needed glasses. My friend Liam wears glasses. So maybe they're like squinty-eyed because they can't see. Spilled the ink into them. He? Oh. He. Okay, well, anyway. Red hair. Red hair. And green eyes. That's all you've really given me so far. I don't know how I could get his fingers in there. So tiny nose. Got away with sneaking extra cookies in his lunch. He's like smirking or smiling. Any facial hair? The pointy chin was sticking right out. Okay. I don't like this hair choice that I've given you. Like my grandma used to. Whatever. I will leave him with no hair then, because I'm unsure. Any scars? I think you won a staring contest with a... Okay, so either... So maybe he has a scar down his face like that? No piercings. No tattoos. Oh, but I can't lock it in without, like, making... They wouldn't let me add any drawings, but there were so many. I don't know what that means. You did say pointy chin. They wouldn't let me add any drawings, but there were so many. I don't know what that means at all. Okay, it's one of the facial hairs. Is this what you meant by drawings? Then, I assume? And this one has the scar. That looks nothing like my drawing, but that's okay. Hi! Who are you? Hi, buddy. Oh! The person that murdered me was Slight. I don't know what that means. They look like they'd had a fight. I feel like you're not telling me things in the correct order that I'm actually asking them. Beautiful, smooth hair. What does that mean? Is that smooth? I think that's smooth. Fair. Okay, so they're blonde. Was also fair. So that makes me think their skin was fair. Maybe? Color was like the sea. Okay, blue. What about their nose? Unremarkable. Maybe just like that then. Mouth was also unremarkable. Okay, their skin was smooth and unmarred. Okay. Nothing about you would catch them off guard. Then why did you say it looks like they got in a fight? Any piercings? They love to pierce, but not themselves. Okay, what about tattoos? for it was I that will now delve into the afterlife. I don't know what that means. Don't know what that means. Don't know what that means. Okay, apparently I picked up the wrong guys. So, we know they're blue. I'm inclined to go with this one, because they said that they were slight, so maybe that means that they were, like, malnourished. They got their little cheekbones out. Oh. Let's go with this one. I'm assuming we're gonna know at some point if we're getting them right. I think there's 10 suspects. I already don't know how many I've done. He milked my cow. He snuck into me farm and milked me cow. Who milked ye cow? Could barely tell under all that thick bushy beard. Okay, thick bushy beard. Saw from a distance, similar to his hair, but his hair was darker. Duh. Okay, do you know what color his hair was then? Dark hair, I said. He milked me cow. So, similar to his hair, but his hair was darker? How should I know? I was nearly blinded by that glint in my eye. Okay, so he's bald. Eyes. Guilty of a cow milker, but I can see right through that facade. Is that guilty looking? Was at a distance dark, same color as his hair. Okay, so dark. Probably good for sniffing out cattle. So a bigger nose? Can see behind that beard. Okay. Just a regular mouth, then we'll say. Any scars? No scars, but you're gonna give him one. Knock out some of those perfect teeth? You mentioned his teeth, so maybe you can see his teeth? He looks like a cow. Okay, he had a septum. And you don't think he had any tattoos. I could be so off on this. These people are horrible at explaining what they're looking for. Oh, I did get the teeth, though. I mean, that's basically what I put. I'm thinking this one over this one, because this one's more bold and it has the little glint. What happened? Hello? Okay, I reloaded the game and blew through all of them again and picked the same people. So now we can pick out this guy and make our arrest. Yes. Okay. I was worried for a second. I thought it was gonna, like, completely break on us. I attempted to apprehend this individual this afternoon, but they were, extremely dangerous. Their powers of coercion were unparalleled. It was out of my hands. Alright, tell me about them. They could stand to do with some jaw workouts. It's a little light. Is that what you mean? Okay. I don't think it could look like that, even if I spent a lot more time in the sun. Between one of these. It's pretty flat upon their head, parted in the middle. Probably not, but maybe. Because none of the other ones are, like, parted in the middle. Sure. White with red and green sprinkles. No. I was looking at my donut. Well, it wasn't white or red, and I don't think, or green. So what color was it, dude? Okay, so it wasn't white or red, so it's not blonde or red. Do you... Wasn't right or red or green. Maybe it's brown? Scary looking. Those things, even human, they were almost ruined my appetite. Ooh, not human, just these little dots that we got. Don't know if they had the capacity for color. Okay. Yeah, so it's definitely those eyes. A little bulbous, I think. I wasn't really paying attention. Like that or like that? I'm gonna guess like that. May look unassuming, but they could talk even at upstanding officer and taking the most delicious of bribes. Is that what you mean? I wish you people would explain yourselves a little bit more. 2 long pieces on either side. Okay. Nasty scar down the eye. The tip of it was almost touching their hair. I know my loops and hoops, and they had no hoops nor loops. Okay, no piercings. What about tattoos then? Okay, you didn't think they'd be old enough for tats. But you don't know. So I'm assuming that means that they did have a tattoo? I don't feel good about this. Oh, okay. Wait, 2 long pieces down the sides. Wow. I did absolutely horrible with this drawing. But I'm gonna go with this lad because he's the only one that has the facial hair that he mentioned. Which, thank God. Else I would have had no idea. I require reparation for the incredible wrongdoing done to my establishment. I caught someone red-handed defacing my beautiful sign. No longer does it say elevate your art experience, but rather elevate your, excuse my French, fart experience. I demand justice. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good joke. Draw like a rock who said no to the sea. You will not move me. I will be free. Very sharp. Sharp jaw? A golden sunset over the beach as the waves breathe life into your sorrows. Okay. Toilet brush, used for far too long. Okay. I'm assuming that's where you're going with that. Like the sky before a storm, what untiding shall it bring to our town, but more importantly, our hearts. So it's dark. Unbothered by the atrocities they had committed, but no winds or lashes is stronger than me and my art gallery owner. You will not win this fight, spray paint. I'm sorry. Can you... Unbothered. Maybe those? I don't... that looks pretty unbothered. The chirping of birds and critters in the sun reflecting off waxy leaves. Okay. Green. What about a nose? Got anything for me there? They didn't bother pulling its weight when the face was molded from the earth. So maybe no real nose? Highly luscious, oddly enough, like the dribble of juice that pours down your chin as you bite into the ripest mango. Okay. Clean shaven. Any scars? A gas shall be mismatched from this lad, for they would rather pass gas and mass on my walls than glass. A gas shall be mismatched from this lad. So no? Why are we speaking in tongues? Just, it's a yes or no question. You're making this harder than it has to be. Unblessed with golds and jewels, they will never know what they're missing. Okay, so no piercings. What about tattoos? You think this cretin would allow art near their skin? You clearly have learned nothing from me. I don't know what you're trying to tell me, lady. I cannot read your mind. So, wrong hair. The lips. The no-nos. Maybe between these two? I would want to say the green eyes. I had no idea what she was talking about with the scar, to be completely honest with you. But based off the green eyes clue, I would say probably that one. These people are so bad at explaining what they're trying to explain. You see, I work at the stock market, and well, some things have gone away. I only stepped away for a moment to go elevate my fart experience, but when I came back, all of our charts and graphs have been flipped upside down. The stock market had completely collapsed as a result. We're in shambles. Please help me find who did this. I only caught a glimpse of them as they were running out. I mean, if you can tell me exactly what you mean, then sure, I can do my very best to pick out the right person. But if you start explaining like some of these other people are, then we're gonna have a really difficult time. So, for both of our sakes, if you could just use very normal ways of explaining things and give yes or no answers when it's a yes or no question, that would make things go a lot smoother. I didn't notice anything unusual, I just got a glimpse after all. Okay, basic face. They had darker skin, wearing some sort of short sleeves shirt. Like how dark? Talking. Looked like the explosion from the bomb they had metaphorically dropped on our stockholds. I don't... Oh. Okay. Big hair. It's much brighter than my financial future. So probably blonde? Soulless gaze bore a hole into my soul and my monetary well-being. Soulless gaze. Maybe... I don't even know, what does it matter anyway? So maybe they didn't have any eye color? Since you can't answer that question? Yeah, they were super nosy. What was he even doing in there anyway? Okay, you're not really giving me a description on that, so we'll go normal. Looked proud to have done it, that's all I could say. Okay. Oops, sorry, that was the wrong... No, what am I doing? They look proud to have done it. Facial hair. There was a lot of hair, but just on the head, I think. Once again, I didn't get a great view from the front, so no. Any scars? Just a scar he left on my 2024 fiscal report. So no. I didn't get the best look at their face from the front, but I definitely saw a glimmer. So maybe a septum? If you saw a glimmer? Excuse me. Oops, sorry. I think so. Well, I think they tripped over our printer, so it might have just been spilled ink. Okay, I mean, we'll put in the tattoos. You've given slightly better descriptions than the last people, so... Based on the possible tattoos and the glimmer you think you saw of jewelry, I'm gonna go with this guy. Because, I mean, yeah, that smile could also be, like, proud that you've done it. I was thinking more of a smirk, but that's, I mean, to each their own, I guess, in that regard, of how they describe it. Oh. Hello, I'd like to report a getaway driver that drove away before I mean, their partner got into the car. Of course, I noticed this from a distance as an innocent bystander. But their actions also seemed incredibly rude, so please jot that down as well. Okay, well... I mean, I feel in my heart that you, for an unknowing reason, might be able to explain how this person looked very well. So let's get down to it. I don't think you'd get any logic through that thick skull. Square. It doesn't really help me. Being pretty tan like they just got back from the Bahamas, which I paid. Never mind. I don't know which one's tan in their book. This one? Certainly big enough to hold the lies. So maybe Afro again? Because that's the biggest hair we have. Matches the flaming malice in her soul. Okay, so red. What about eyes? What do you got for me? What could I say? Apathetic, disingenuine, cold, and caring, heartless? We'll just go with these basic eyes. It's fine. You don't have to think about it. Green or brown or breen. Okay, so this weird baby diarrhea color that we've got going on there. Maybe around the size of her empathy inside her. Okay, so tiny nose. What about the mouth? I think it would have cracked a smile from striking it rich, but no, Grumpy Pants has to take it all. Grumpy Pants, so maybe they're frowning. Any facial hair? They shaved it all before the heist. Any scars? If they do, it's probably new. So no. No piercings. Any tattoos? Snake wrapped around a skull facing right with its fangs drawn. You got it, Buster. Oh, that's what you meant by big hair. And we were talking about these greenish eyes and small nose, so I think you. Alright, who's next? Oh, hi, little buddy. There was someone running down my street in nothing but their birthday suit. Are you listening to me, bucko? We're dealing with a straker. I am listening to you. Now, I know you saw a lot. I just need a description of what their face looked like. Nothing else. Just their face. Quite slim for someone in the buff, I'd say. Like this kind of slim, or like this kind of slim? I feel like the game, when they say slim, means this kind of slim. I theorize they woke up once a day and realized not 1 ounce of skin had ever seen the sun. It's very pale. Well, they had more hair than I do. That's not giving me much of anything, friend. This is more hair than you do. Is that what we're talking about? What color was the hair? I'm colorblind. Everything looks quite gray to me. Okay, we'll just go with gray then. Eyes? They were huge. I think I didn't have my glasses on at the time. You're not helping. Huge. A shade range? You might be colorblind, but like you can still see like shades, right? Like, darker, lighter. I respect that. Oh, my eyesight isn't all gone yet. Some sort of color was there. Blue, maybe green, purple. Bluish green. Were any of these other ones? After we're done with this conversation, you can take my order. Sorry. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't not ask you all of the things. Okay. Nose. Keep asking me questions about this skinny creep, or are you gonna catch the darn streaker? Skinny. Bit of a pout. There's nothing more I hate than someone who loves to complain. Says the person that's doing a lot of complaining right now. Took me back to the good old days in the 1930s. We got a little mustachio there. The belly button was the original scar. What are they teaching kids in school these days? I don't know what that means. Didn't notice any piercings, any tattoos. You're in an interrogation room talking to a sketch artist is where you are, and you're not being very helpful about it. Okay. This one? Skinny. Has more hair than him, big eyes, possibly blue eyes. Maybe this is what he meant by a pout instead of a frown. And he's got the mustache that he described. Let's do it. Oh, is this where we get to see if we were right? You arrested 10 people. Oh, 2 innocent people. 8 out of 10 ain't bad. That's 80%. That's passing. I mean, that's not too shabby. Is that it? Is that where the game ends? I kind of wish we could see, like, what they... Who the correct people were, like, in the lineup with them, to see how close we kind of were. But, I mean, 80% is... Could be worse, right? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below who you would have decided instead of the 2 people that I chose. If you picked the same people that I did, if you picked different people than I did in each step of the way, if you took any of their descriptions differently than I did. Obviously, I took some of them very wrong, but to be fair, some of them kind of really were bad at describing what they were trying to describe. So, I mean, I refuse to take full credit for all of that. But anyways, I hope you had fun trying to be a police sketch artist with me, and I will see all of you beautiful people in the next episode. Peace out.